Good day. So for today, we're gonna look at Colonize Mars. It's a game in the Wax blockchain. What is Colonize Mars? So Colonize Mars is again in the Wax blockchain. It's a Mars colony simulation game that combines blockchain with web-based gameplay. So basically, the game uses real aerospace technology with the goal of educating players on the real science of colonizing Mars. It's very interesting to see somewhat in the NFT space looking at educating players on colonizing Mars, and their gameplay development strategy is to build the game alongside with the community. So they're gonna do iterative testing to look into what the community wants or what can be improved upon along the way. So that's very interesting to see how it's gonna develop. The game is actually already on its phase 2. So based on their roadmap, if you're gonna look at their website on Mars.cards, you'll see there that the phase 1 was actually pre-game on April 2021. They had their packs and card sale, and they also launched crafting to have lower rarities be converted into higher rarities. And then here you see some NFT cards for Mission 1. And then we also had Mission 2 cards. So they also introduced these new cards. So here we are actually on the establishment phase of the game. So this was launched last October 2021. So the team was able to provide an earning mechanism for players to participate. One, they can now actually create their own identity by creating their own account and then assigning their cards colony items, or what we call as ownership cards and sponsorship cards. So for players who have been with us since this establishment phase, have been earning MARTIA tokens. Earning MARTIA tokens started last October 29. This was the game release. This is how it looks like on the mobile version. This is also available in the browser. So players with base cards can assign their cards to respective ownership items of the same type as their cards. So the owner of each item actually sets their own percentage fee. If you look into their into the website or the browser, you see their different percentage fees for different ownership cards or sponsorship cards. So this is gonna be this would allow ownership players to earn from base card holders. So some MARTIA token use cases that's gonna be available in the future is gonna be repairing items, trading for resources, voting rights, or even colony improvement, to just list a few of the use cases. Again, for the MARTIA token payout, that's going to be 15% that's going to go to the ownership holders, and then 85% is going to go to the base card holders. So with this mechanism, it's somewhat different from other NFT games, such that there is in a way fixed supply to be evenly distributed amongst the players, essentially. So what's gonna be distributed every day is gonna be the same. It's gonna be fixed. In a way, it's gonna help with the economy of the token. We don't have there's this limit of how much is gonna be earned per day, and that's gonna be helpful for the economy of the game. So that's interesting to see. So in terms of earning power, we have different rarities for each base cards. We have number 1, of course, the most basic one would be the standard, which has an earning power of 1, and then that's going to be equivalent to about 0.005 MARTIA per hour. And the earning power in MARTIA per hour, of course, goes up as the rarity goes up. And for Rover, that's going to be 6.5, which has an earning rate of 0.03 MARTIA per hour. So this shadow, again, during the phase 1 of the game, they had this introduction of the crafting. So you would need 6 standard cards to craft a shadow. But they also introduced a failure rate, which is 20%. So that means that players who craft to higher rarities would have a 20% failure rate And if you fail to craft your card into a higher rarity, it actually burns one of the crafting items. So if you have 6 standards, it's gonna burn one, and you're gonna get 5 in return if the crafting fails. So this is also good, which for players who are crafting, you have an 80% chance of success rate. But if one NFT gets burned, then the total supply of that NFT goes down, which again is also helpful when it comes to the economy of the game. So for the stainless steel, that's going to be 34 earning power, which is equivalent to 0.16 martial per hour, and then and so on and so forth. So dark matter would be the legendary card for the game, and it's gonna have 2.2 martial per hour for its earnings. So that's the highest earning power. This is the one that everyone's excited about, the Mission 3, which is gonna bring 11 new items to the colony. This includes items for power generation, food production, communications, exploration, healthcare, and then leaving space for the astronauts. So this encompasses 34 new ownership NFTs, which will be used for Mission 3, and I think would be very interesting to see how we're going to look at it moving forward in the next phases of the game. And this Mission 3 also introduces 8 new astronauts. So if you've been looking into the Discord of Colonize Mars, you'd see there people voting for the astronaut names that they want, or even the countries that are actually going to be brought into Mission 3 for the new astronauts. So you're actually able to vote for those. So interesting to see which names are gonna go through. And then so the date is gonna be for Mission 3 is December 20th, 2021. They're gonna have their supply crate sales for NFT packs. These will be initially available using Martia token for 1 hour. So the auction is gonna be Dutch auction style. So what does that mean? Here the team provided a table for clarity, right? So supply crate type, that's going to be dark matter, ultimate, and standard. So these have been available since Mission 1 and Mission 2. And for Mission 3, they added another layer. That's going to be the basic crate, which has 5 cards. So it's a mini pack, which I think the objective of the team was to allow new players to enter the game at a lower cost, somehow get a feel of what it's like to be part of the Colonize Mars NFT game. The prices would start with, for dark matter, that's going to be 22,500 for initially. And then since it's a Dutch auction, the price will drop 6% every 10 minutes until the floor price is reached. So that's going to be 15,750 for dark matter. And the auction would stop if the floor price has been active for 10 minutes. So that's 6% every 10 minutes. So that's going to be about an hour to reach this floor price. So each purchase transaction for each player would have a 60-second cooldown. So for you to buy again, you need to wait 60 seconds. And there is a maximum quantity per transaction per player. So for dark matter, that's going to be 5. For ultimate, that's going to be 25. For standard crates, that's going to be 50. For basics, that's going to be 100. And here in this last column, that's going to be the total crate quantity. So it's a bit few, or since the Dutch auction is going to have a maximum of 50%. So only 50% will be available for Dutch auction. So that's going to be 1,000 quantity for the initial part of the sale on December 20th. And on the December 21st, the following day, the remaining supply will be available for purchase on Atomic Hub for wax. So prices to be announced after in-game sale. So watch out for that, for the announcement of how much they're going to be in terms of wax. So all these details are going to be available in Mission 3 Medium post of Colonize Mars. So as you can see here, you have the probabilities on how high your probability would be for, let's say, dark matter crate So you have an 8% chance of getting a dark matter. So it's gonna go lower for lower rarity trades. So that's how it's been done before. And again, they're gonna airdrop patches again for those who participated during the sale. So dark matter patch, gold patch, or standard patch. So there's no patch for the basic trades. So yeah, that's fun to collect as well if you're a collector of those patches. And aside from the crate sales, they also have this exclusive Mission 3 crafting event. So again, there are 42 ownership and sponsorship cards that's going to be available for this sale, and 21 of those are going to be available or exclusively available for this crafting event. What we need for this crafting event is that you need to hold at least one set or 7 DM cards of the M1 or Mission 1. So that's going to be the requirement for this crafting event. And then certain ownership, sponsorship, dark matter, and gold cards will only be available through this event for Mission 3. In a way, that's going to be quite interesting, and very rare for those who's going to be participating here, since the Mission 3, some certain Mission 3 items are just going to be available during this event. So you have 3 outcomes. Of course, number 1 would be you're going to get a Mission 3 ownership card. And then the second outcome, that's going to be 49.6% chance that you're going to get back 7 DM cards, but it's going to be a combination of Mission 2 and Mission 3 instead of getting that. For the outcome 3, it's again 49.6% chance, but it's going to be gold cards instead of dark matter cards. And it's going to be combination of Mission 2 and Mission 3 items, which is, I think, in a way still good, since the Mission 3 items would be exclusively available during this event. In the next phases of the game, you're going to see various improvements or additions or gameplay. And one of that would be hazards. And of course, we already have the community allegiances. We might have collaborations between communities. And these hazards would require players to maintain or repair their equipment using MARTIA. So we have here an example of a dust storm approaching a certain the map, and some items might need repair or need to be maintained or cleaned. You're gonna need MARTIA for that. So there's gonna be also introduction of various resources, which opens up the option of earning MARTIA, earning resources, or even both. So additionally, players can spend the appropriate resources to actually boost. So this is interesting, to boost the output of their cards. So let's see how that's gonna work out. It's either gonna boost earning of MARTIA or earning of resources. So we don't know that yet. Interesting to see how it's gonna play out. For those who are still waiting for Mission 3, which is going to be in a couple of days, you can actually start collecting those sticker giveaways. For Mission 2 and Mission 1, they have been giving away stickers before the launch. So 10 days before the launch, they have these stickers. They give it away to players. You have your doctors, fuel generators. These have been given out, and as the day comes before the launch, they're gonna keep giving away these stickers, so you can collect those. And they are also having a M3 launch giveaway. So this is also part of your mission as part of the colony. So you just have to fill up and finish the tasks in this link in the givelab.com. So you have the chance to win. For the first place, 1 dark matter supply crate plus limited edition M3 NFT. And then for the second place, you get a chance to win 1 ultimate supply crate plus 1 standard supply crate. And then for the third to fifth place, you're gonna be able to get a chance to win 1 standard supply crate each. And then you can also actually win 1 of 5 basic supply crates. You just have to finish the tasks, share the contents, and then log in every day. Actually, you can log in every day and earn some points. And the winners will be announced on December 22. So very exciting times ahead. The launch is upon us. It's nearing every day, and I'm very excited to see what's gonna play out for the players. What they're gonna do, what their strategy would be. Are they gonna buy during the sale, or gonna buy on the secondary market, or if it's gonna be sold out so fast that people are not able to buy as fast as much as they wanted to, or what the strategy would be. Some would be flippers, some would be buying these crates in bulk. So that's interesting to see. So I hope that you have those MARTIA locked in for those who have been earning, and for those who are still looking into getting into the game. Those basic crates are going to be available, and there are a lot of them. So see you during the sale, and thank you.